Hello everyone, welcome back to part 2 of Wave Izuku. The review was SCP-1678. Anyways guys, always like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get into today's video, shall we? Yes, we shall. So yeah, we start off. Uh, Izuku is injured, and this is at the front of the school as the heroes have arrived and start searching the school for any more villains. They find a few who are cowering in the gym as they saw what has happened to their friends, and they did not know a student could be that violent. So yeah, the the law enforcement actually comes and brings some medics with them. The doctors start helping Izuku as there are still some bullets that were able to penetrate his body, as he actually relays something to a pro hero. I I had no idea you could actually do that. I had no idea that my quirk will stop that bullet from actually killing me. God damn, it hurts so much. The hero just hears this, and then thoughts go right through his head. What, did he think that it was just adrenaline and that he will die when he fell? He did not know, but decided to ignore it for now, as they need to work with this. It was an attack on the school. They had to figure out everything that's going on. So yeah, soon they figure out that these were all quirkless students except for one. These students were literally people who were the suffering of people with quirks, and the strong and the one with the quirk was he protected them, but they decided to do it, make an attack on the school. After overhearing this via his eyes in the sky, Izuku is enraged. He gets up from and pushes the medics away from him as he grabs a billy club and starts walking towards them. Izuku struggles to continue to walk as there's still fragments of bullets within him. His body is regenerating at an enhanced rate. Not can, Izuku can take a lot of damage, but over time it keeps on leveling up to the point he couldn't barely stand. Izuku continues to move forward though. As he is walking towards the villains, and then instantly rushes at them and tries to hit one in the head, but a hero just grabs him and is holding him back as Izuku is crying through his mask. Soon the heroes open up a classroom and are horrified at what they see. There's a massacre. Students were killed that day. Izuku is still crying outside as a few hours before, Izuku was working with a girl from a classroom, not from his. She was his crush. That day, he decided to ask her out. He made plans to go watch a movie. Izuku, during recess, texted his mom if he can borrow some money to go watch a movie with a date. She was happy for him. Izuku smiled and was excited to get off and get prepared. But when the gunshots were heard, everything went down. Izuku made sure his classmates were okay, then rushed out. And did not attack a villain at first, but dodged and weaved through them. That's when he first attacked a villain. The villain was standing in pools of blood, and through what he could see, it was a girl he liked. Izuku looked at him with rage and lunged forward. Now we go back to now as Izuku is crying out as teachers finally get out of Izuku's dimension. They they're rushed out by heroes as heroes just get the adults separated from the children. Now they get all files of students and start to grab Bakugo. Izuku sees this and breaks away from the heroes and runs to his best friend and tackles him. Not to hold down Bakugo, make sure he doesn't escape, but to make sure he protects his best friend. Any hero that tries to get him off, he hits and whacks him with his billy club, making sure his best friend is safe. Mako does not understand this. Soon, the parents arrive. Inko is just saddened as Mitsuki just rushes through the gate, pushing away heroes as she hugs both Izuku and Bakugo, telling the heroes to get away from the children. They don't understand. So, yeah. They did not actually go in the lounge. They did not go further from the quirks, which is a very labeled big part that takes up an almost entire page. They did not get the parents' ID, but from Izuku's accounts, he was just, they just had one thing in mind: arrest that child. So yeah. So after the heroes reclaimed the school from the villains, they were just make sure the children was okay. Izuku was taking out for ice cream that day. He was cold. Soon that night, he got out and walked to somewhere. It was cold. He activated his quirk as it keeps him warm. He continued to walk until he noticed some people who were starving. Izuku looked at them and asked if they needed some food. They nod, and Izuku pulls out his skeleton key and opens the door. The door opens up to a hallway, well, a stairwell. The stairs going down to someplace. Izuku opens the door all the way and lets him in. So yeah, Izuku takes him into his dimension, where he brings them some food in an abandoned building. They thank him and ask them how long will they need to stay. Izuku then says that they can live here if they want. This will be a shelter for everyone. So yeah. Izuku then starts to help people. Everyone, people who don't have enough money, people who just can't find a place to stay, are given safety, reservation, salvation. Izuku keeps on bringing people there and is happy by doing this. He can actually fulfill something that his crush wanted. He then remembers as he is bringing some children into the place. I wish to help people. My mom is not well off. I live without conditions. Someday I hope to help them. Then the next day, she came to him and was crying, saying that her mom overdosed. Izuku hugged her and made sure that she was okay. He stood by her side, being her protector and everything. I did not want to ruin the friendship he had with her. So yeah. And that day, when he asked her, he just wanted to make sure he could protect her for all his life. And he couldn't, so he wanted to protect everyone else. Izuku is now in therapy. As he's being asked on, why does he actually want to do this? Does he want to keep her memory or just help people in general? Izuku thinks for a minute as he's still in his, as he has his quirk activated. He thinks for a moment, then replies, I want her memory to live on. Her name was London. Kind of weird for a Japanese family to name their child London. But they went there and thought the place was beautiful. So I decided to call the foundation on London as she's under the ground now. And I wanted to make sure her memories lived on. So I decided to call it on London, the home of the free. So yeah. The entire Izuku was able to bring in a lot of money from this, but he never spent any of it on himself. He bought food and supplies down to, well, the rich. Izuku calls them that as it sounded reasonable. The rich would call that because of the conditions, wretched conditions, and they agreed to the name. So Izuku continued to bring more food. Soon made duplicates of himself to actually continue to, well, bring more food down. And soon and soon he made it a almost a picture of London, as tents then turned into houses. Izuku ran his operation from the Parliament building, and decided to call himself the Prime Minister. Izuku had his eyes in the sky. He had, as well as his bodies. He made sure that he could protect everyone inside of London until it fell. Izuku was now 15, walking to school as some people talk to him, asking to help them fight their bullies. Instead, Izuku fights them for them. Izuku thinks of himself as not just a protector of the wretch, but the protector of people that need help. And, and he doesn't want people to, well, I go through it again and again. So, we make sure those bullies don't come back. Izuku was in class as, well, he just was tired. Today, as he has a long day, he was able to make sure that everything was set. As he was trying to upgrade in London again. The upgrades don't cost much, but he needs more things to help everyone. So, he sent out a blog post at school, asking for anyone with quirks that can help the people he's housing. And soon, funny enough, people reply saying that she could make things become internet, but it won't help much, as not really very much of a powerful quirk. It does not work on people or strength. She can only make a few things internet. So soon she brought some things. She brought pasta in a pot and potatoes. She made them infinite. Izuku thanked her. So yeah. Soon a mining facility asked Izuku if they could mine in his city. Izuku slammed that door on him, as it was a frivolous thing to think of. Would ever sell anything for personal gain. So yeah. The lobbies became less of a nuisance for the wretch, as they were just weird at first, but soon became friends. As more and more time, the Bobbies had their own personalities. Unlike Izuku did, their uniform could never come off. It was a part of them. So yeah. Izuku was thinking as he applies for UA. 10 months later, he's bashing robots in with his Illichars and using his Mauser C96 to fend them off. But soon, Izuku was taken down. But in his place, a Bobby was summoned. They soon learned that when Izuku dies, he can actually be reincarnated as his bodies. The bodies will become him. He gets his quirk and memories and everything. So yeah. Izuku gets around 500 points, which Baku's pissed at. So yeah, Baku after the test, and they actually get their points, comes walking up to Deku. Hey Deku, huh? What is it, Bakugo? Why did you get more points than me? It's actually simple. I duplicated myself, then had them spread out with their rifles and pistols and billy clubs. We soon were able to take down lots of robots. I mainly had them focus on the 2 and 3 pointers. I also saved a girl, so I got 60 extra points. You're pissing me off, Deku. You pissed me off a lot too, Bucko. Yet I tolerate you. Tolerate me, I tolerate you, stupid Deku. Oh. All the good things I do, I guess I'm better at tolerating you more. You call me weak? You saying I can't help you? Well, here's some money. Go get something nice. And I'm gonna take that girl with you as well. You like her so much. Piss off. Oh yeah? What do you want? I said piss off. Eh, you think I'm weak, don't you? You look down at me? Well, technically, yes. I'm 6'2". I literally look down at you. As Izuku is saying, as Baku's head's literally in his chest, as he has that weird looking ass face of his, looking up at him. You're right, I look down at you, Deku. Whatever, Kachan. See ya. Izuku then walks away as he thinks about it. He sends out several eyes of the sky, and he gets to see everything they see. They swarm around, looking through the city, until they find her. She's beautiful. Izuku thinks for a moment and says that what he's doing is creepy, and has them just leave. Izuku goes to his shelter and then sees that everyone's packing up. May I ask if everything's okay? Yeah, everything is okay. We want to thank you. You helped us. We were able to get jobs. We were able to get a lot of things. Now that we were fulfilled, we want to thank you for helping us with our endeavors. I am very happy that you guys were fulfill your desires and now can move out. Though I love the time we all had. I'm happy you're able to move out. It means you guys now can fend for yourselves. I'll miss you all. As they leave, they hear an announcement for everyone saying goodbye. But he does not hope to meet them soon, as it will mean that they are back with their status living a wretched way of life. He hopes he never sees them. Maybe on the other side, but not back in London. Izuku sits back down as he sighs, smiling under his mask. Walks to a wall and rubs it. I hope I was able to make you happy, Lyndon. I hope I was able to make you happy. Izuku decides to go back home and sleeps. That's it for today, guys. So please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.